different parts because I had to clear some storage space on my camera. But hopefully this will be the final take. Hopefully I have enough space. I had already done, I've uploaded the pictures because or the videos under Be Unapologetically You, part 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first part of this video is those first 4 parts are already posted on my YouTube channel. But welcome back into Aura of the Goddess Gang. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe. I've already asked the Divine for protection as I channel the message. I've already shared the cards that were revealed from my intuitive handwritten card messages, as well as the Divine Oracle by Lost Girl Oracle deck. I'm sorry, the Divine Oracle Lost Girl Made Woman, the High Priestess for the Lost and Chosen Oracle deck, as well as I started to pull from the Tarot deck. So those messages have already been shared in the first 4 parts that I uploaded. And as I was stating in the last video, there is a new beginning, a fresh start for someone in the collective that could resonate with many of us in the collective, because I was asking the Divine to provide messages for the collective. And it started out initially with the card revealing, which was the Miracles card, then Lost Girl, then Marriage Proposal. I did want to add, in regards to that Lost Girl and that Marriage Proposal Oracle, those 2 Oracle cards, I also feel like this individual teen, this troubled teen, this lost girl, I feel like she could also be feeling burdened by possibly, if it's not her getting married, because as I stated in the earlier videos, that's quite a young age to be considering marriage for a teen. And once I uploaded those videos and started editing them, I realized it's potentially that she is troubled by a marriage proposal that maybe one of her parents are committed to, a relationship that her parents or one of her parents may have committed to. So, there may have been she may have been in the relationship when remembering when her mother and her father were together, and their separation may be causing, some trauma and stress to her. There could be some type of rift between between one of her parental relationships, between her and her mother, or her and her father. And so as I closed out my phone shut off because it ran out of storage space, but as that message was closing out, we were discussing this 6 of Pentacles energy. And the 6 of Pentacles card, as I was stating, there was an investment made. And as you can see, this individual in the 7 of Pentacles is standing, looking over the investment that they've made into something. So looking at the 6 pentacles that are on the tree and the 1 pentacle below it, that could have something to do with maybe a property that was invested in, or, some type of future planning investment. Maybe they were planning for retirement, or something that there were years invested in this potential investment, potentially 6 years. And this individual is feeling as though, what they are able to show for that investment is bare minimal compared to what is shown still blossoming. And as I stated, there was an Ace of Pentacles. Something was, a divine gift was given. That's what I'm feeling from the energy. So there may have been a lump sum payment or something for that property. Because I do feel like this, at the bottom of this Ace of Pentacles, you notice the land and the doorway. That could be, the home, a house, or something to that effect. Some type of property is what I sense. Something that was invested in. There was a lump sum payment. Maybe the home was sold or something along those lines. There was potentially some money dispersed. And one individual, you'll notice the 4 of Pentacles. That could also do with, receiving money. Something was held back. Like I stated in the last upload of the video. I feel like it's money on the mind because you see the pinnacle on top of the head, and then there's a pinnacle that they're keeping close to their chest, and then they have their 2 feet on another on the other two pinnacles. So I just feel like there was some type of disbursement, some lump sum payment from this Ace of Pentacles that one individual was received, because there's only one individual on this card, and that person is keeping that close to heart, close to their chest. You may not be aware of these funds or whatever this energy is. You may not be aware of it, but this person benefited in some type of way. And I feel like it was supposed to be equally dispersed, equally distributed between the two of you, potentially, by the Six of Pentacles card coming out next. I feel like, like I stated, this individual standing in the center is the individual with one pentacle over their head. This individual may have received like a payment for this disbursement. It could have been like a penalty, a tax penalty, or a fee for cashing the check or something along those lines. Or it could have been land. It could have been a property that was gifted, like an inheritance or something along those lines. That property could have been sold, and the funds distributed. And as you can see, one side of the card, as I stated before the camera cut off, one person has 3 pentacles over their head, the other person has 2 pentacles. The Six of Pentacles represents equal give and take. It also represents like donations. It could be charitable donations that someone is receiving or is to receive. And again, like I stated, it was, from what I feel, it was supposed to be equally distributed amongst these 2 people on either side of this individual standing in the center. And one person received more than the other, and possibly one of these individuals did not receive anything. I stated in the last video that this individual who did receive the funds was most likely supposed to equally distribute it, but it was supposed to be equally distributed amongst the 2 of you. But I feel as though you were not aware of this, and this individual in this Four of Pentacles received those funds. And as I stated, then we had the Chariot card come out. This could represent Cancerian energy. This could be a Cancer. It could be a male or a female. This person was successful, had a victory of some sort. And with all those first 4 cards that fell out being Pentacles, I highly suspect that it has something to do with financial gains or some type of something of monetary value. There was some sort of wish fulfillment, and success and victory. Also that, forward movement, progression, ultimately is what I'm getting from that. Now, as I stated, this lost girl, could have been from a past relationship, and this individual may have proposed to someone else, got remarried, or is looking to level up and have a new union that began. And this young teen girl energy that is coming out in the center of the oracle card spread, she may, be having some depressing thoughts, or endured some type of mental, conflicts over this new relationship due to her looking back on the past. Because she does have her head down and she's looking towards the past, but the past is indicating miracles and blessings. I feel like that's not past energy. That is going to be future energy that's present all around you. You have the ability to turn those disappointments into miracles, or God has that ability to. The Most High, the divine, has a way of working its magic and turning what we, take to be negativity and turning it into miracles and blessings for us. So I say all of that just to say, remain positive, young lady. Stay prayed up and keep your head held high. Look up to the sky from whence your help cometh from. Now, also what I'm channeling from this Chariot and this Nine of Cups is potentially there was, a relationship that could have possibly started. Nine of Cups could represent a pregnancy. Someone, wishes being fulfilled. Someone could have gotten married. There could have been a pregnancy, and someone was happy. They feel like they've reached their level of success with the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. This was wish fulfillment for someone. And they took the reins and moved forward. And there's nothing wrong in life with moving forward. If a relationship is not working for you, do what you need to do to make yourself and others happy. But just be mindful of its effects that it may have on the individuals around you. And particularly, I'm just concerned with this lost girl energy dead in the center of the reading. Okay, and so that's the order of the cards. The Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, then the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. And then we also have the Temperance Angel coming out here. This could be Sagittarius energy. So we have earthly energy. We have earth signs and water signs. And then we have the Temperance Angel, which is about healing. It's about balancing. The angels are here. I showed in the earlier part, I think it was part 2 or part 1, the angels stand guard. Always know that your divine ancestors are guiding us throughout life, and that is also represented here in this Temperance card. So with the Temperance card, I feel like the angels are helping balance out these emotions, balance out these feelings that all parties may be experiencing from, whatever this energy is entailing. This could represent a Sagittarius. The water signs could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And the earth signs could represent Capricorn. It could also represent Taurus and Virgo. So those are our signs that I feel are on the board, but the two main signs, it could have to do with a Cancer and a Sagittarius. And just looking at the three, we have two major arcanas out here, the Chariot and the Temperance, and in the center of those two would be the Nine of Cups. So just channeling those three energies, I feel as though just ultimately, like I stated, there's emotions are being balanced. This could have to do with emotions. This could have to do with your strength. This could have to do with your willpower. You just being able to continue on in life, and you're healing from this, from whatever this energy was. You are healing from this beautifully. You have the angels covering you through this life lesson. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting from that energy. Thank you, Divine, for those messages. And I'm going to close out the reading because, like I said, there are 4 other parts to this message that I've already shared to the channel. So be sure to check those out. You can like, share, subscribe to my channel to help me grow the platform. Feel free to leave a comment. You can also check out my website. It will be linked in the description box below the video. And on the website, I have a contact us form if you would like to book a reading, or if you have, want to reach me, have questions or concerns. Then, like I said earlier, we had the blessings card coming out, or actually it says miracles. Beautiful, unexpected blessings are coming your way. And then this card at the top of the deck says a wish or dream comes true for you. And then we have happy birthday. So someone may be celebrating a birthday soon, or someone, it's either your birthday coming up or someone in your energy birthday is coming up. But you do have a wish or a dream comes true for you. So just continue to trust in the divine. And then the one that fell over is a stack of them. I'm just going to take the top. It says the victory is yours, which does match up with this Chariot energy. success and victory coming straight in, heading towards you. Also, another message that I'm picking up from this, oh, and then underneath it says surprise. Someone will be giving you a gift. Thank you kindly. Good deeds. You deserve it. But the other message I was picking up with this chariot, this could also be in regards to something to do with a vehicle, a car. If it's not, a person, it could have something to do with the vehicle. This could be, maybe you were needing to purchase a new car, or you're in the market for a new car, and it looks as though your wishes are going to be fulfilled. It may be an investment required, and the money that you're needing coming in, you may have needed to borrow money from an individual. Someone may be holding back from you on those funds that you are needing, but it does show Six of Pentacles, like you will be getting the resources you need, potentially for this success and victory that is reflected here in this chariot. So you can have the forward momentum, forward motion. The chariot could also be in relation to your drive and your determination. So just stay committed to the journey. You will have emotional fulfillment. Just make sure that you are balancing your energies, that you are meditating. This temperance angel has one foot on the ground, balancing themselves on this rock that is flowing, and the other foot, which is in the water that is flowing, and this other foot is like lingering in the waters. And then there's a pathway behind it with water flowing from the valley. And in the distance, you see what resembles the sun, which is joy and happiness. And it also looks on this card to be like a crown. So that could be the divine. But you're going to get on this path. You're going to have success and victory. Just remember to balance out your emotions, balance out your feelings. The temperance angel could also be someone helping you balance out those feelings and those emotions that you're carrying. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is about your hard work, something that you're working on, something that you're using your skills and talents towards. Just overall, I feel like that is going to be a victory, a success. This could have something to do with you being a spiritual being. With this temperance, you could be a spiritual being. You could be, speaking to a counselor or a therapist, someone to help you regulate and balance your emotions and your feelings. But the victory is yours. That's the overall energy. And remember, earlier we had the Akashic Records card come out at the beginning of this reading. We had Alchemist, the ability to turn what was meant to destroy you into something beautiful and fruitful. So, if something came up against you, someone came up against you, life came up against you, lessons came up against you, trials and tribulations, you have the ability to turn what was meant to destroy you into something beautiful. And abundance, an overflow of blessings was the other card here, which, as I stated in the other reading, it does matches up with this miracles card. Again, trust in the divine, trust in the Most High to steer this vessel, and they will guide you directly where you're needing to go. This chariot card could also be your angel, one of your archangels. I believe it represents like Archangel Michael or Archangel Gabriel, but your archangels are in control, and you will have your wish fulfillment. And then we have, as I stated, the temperance angel, and this is a divine being. Notice they have the two cups, and they're balancing out those energies, those emotions, those feelings. This is a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. The water cards in the tarot, the minor arcana, they represent our feelings, our emotions, the things we love, the things we pour into the people we pour into. But yeah, I feel good, positive energy coming your way. And we are going to close out this energy. The divine wants you to know to enjoy, have fun, the good life is coming your way. And we'll do one final oracle card. Oh, and did I not just say Archangel Michael? Archangels on go mode. Archangel Michael. Come through, Archangel. Divine intervention and protection. So whatever this was that someone thought they were going to get they were going to have their wishes fulfilled, or they may have had their wishes fulfilled, if they tried to hold back from you, they tried to come up against you, your archangel said, we're not having none of that. Archangels on gold mode. You have learned the lessons. You have done what you need to do. You shall have the success and the victory. They lose every time when they try to come up against the divine ones. It's the negative. Oh my God, Lord have mercy. The way that card just came out, I said final energy reading. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, archangels, for always standing in the guard. And he looked like he is not playing. Look, war. This is a war god. Archangel Michael in the building. He came through swiftly. And that's what this chariot means. It's swift, fast, momentum, and having the reins, holding it still. And look at the two, looks like a light and a dark being. You balanced your darkness and your light attributes. And these look as though they have like Egyptian around their head. If you notice, they have the Egyptian symbolism. So you may have ancient Egyptian blood in you, especially considering, or some type of Egyptian divinity, or something ancient. I'll say that you have some ancient DNA running through your bones. And this Akashic Records, as I stated earlier, you have the book here. You are accessing your Akashic Records. The divine, the archangels are going through the Akashic Records. They know everything. Like I stated earlier in one of the uploads, one of the parts to this total reading, it was 4 of them. But as I stated earlier, the divine sits high and looks low. A lot of us do not realize, we walk this earth and we just think this is all it is, but a lot of us know otherwise. A lot of us know we don't play when it comes to the divine. And the divine do not play about us. And they ready for war. So you have divine intervention here. You have protection. Your archangels, your spirit guides, they're protecting you. You may know someone by the name of Michael in real life. This may be a person who you feel, when you're in their presence, you feel protected, or you may be being protected from an individual by the name of Michael. But ultimately, it states clearly Archangel Michael, divine intervention and protection. And we have the angels out here, the Temperance Angel and Archangel Michael. That's who's helping you balance out these emotions, balance out these feelings, and get the justice that you deserve. And with that energy, I think enough said. We thank you, divine, for your everlasting protection and guidance. We give praise and honor to the Most High God and Goddess that sits high and looks low. We thank you for allowing me to be a beacon of light and for me to channel this message. Thank you for entrusting me. I'm Diva Goddess, and I hope you guys have a good evening, night, or morning, whenever you catch this message. Again, thank you, and be sure to like, share, or subscribe. Have a great evening. Ashe and Amen.